Alright folks, I got a new project. This is an AC DELCO engine stand. And it even tells you it's capable of 1,000 pounds. I'll tell you right now, that's BS. I'm going to put my foot right here. Watch this little part here. Unreal, right? This thing flexes down like it's fixing to break. And that was with a 1999 454. And I mean, it was bowing this thing. But this isn't for an engine. This is going to be a custom build. This is going to be the first part for something. Let's see if you can guess what it is. If you can guess what it is, put it in the comments. It's going to have a lot of modifications, and it's going to be cool as hell, just because. And everything on this is going to get ticked up. I'm going to add another brace from here to here. This whole area, this will get ticked up. Not sure what I'm going to do around here, but everywhere that's going to get ticked up is going to get ticked up. This is going to be modified, and actually this whole part here is going to be modified. And obviously, like I said, I'll have a brace here, and these won't be needed anymore. And I think let's get started today by taking care of this issue. It also goes left to right. It's very unstable. You see that? It's very unstable. But we're going to strengthen this thing up and make it super strong. Doesn't need to be that strong, but we're going to modify the hell out of it and make it pretty. Alright, let me get started. Alright, so first things first, in order to take care of this issue and take all this up, we're going to have to straighten it out and stiffen it up some, so I'm going to have to pull it apart. And I'm going to clean it up real good first. Alright, so all I really did was I brought it outside so I can clean up these ends. You can see here where it was actually hitting on this end and just being so loose. That's all I did. I just cleaned it up with some good thinner so that I can grind off all the paint and get it ready for TIG welding. I'll show you here in a second. Alright, I got it cleaned up, and you can see just how crazy that is. Look at that. I'm talking left, right. So I put the bolt back in so it's lined up where it's supposed to be. But that is crazy insane gap there. Alright, so let me score it real quick, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the paint off of here, and I'm going to take all the paint here, and then we're going to find out how we can shim this to make it solid and start TIGging. Alright, for some of you beginners out there who are just starting to learn how to modify stuff, this is what I mean. Just get you a black marker, a Sharpie, run it around the edge. So that way, when you take it apart, you already know all of this is going to be nice and shiny when you grind that smooth. But when you pull this off, you know where to grind, and you want to grind probably up to about right here, and probably about to down here on this pipe. And then I got my bolt in for the alignment, so it's going to stay where it's supposed to be. and I'll double check that, because what I'll actually do is put my wheel bar back on, tighten it up, then I'm going to shim this out somehow, and I want the more gap on the top than I do on the bottom, because that's going to push this arm or leg back so that it's not tilting forward on the stand itself. So let me get this grinded down real quick. Alright, look at this dirty, greasy, ugly engine stand. Alright, so clean it up. I didn't see any need for me to make a video of me grinding this down. You can see right here, clean all the way around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it together, and then I'll put the video back up. I don't want to put the boring stuff in here. Put it back up, and I'll show you how I'm going to shim this out, or whatever I can figure out, and then we'll take it together. Alright, so check this out. It's ready to go. Look at the bend in that puppy. You can see that by the gap on the bottom, obviously. But as I was looking at it, looking in the back, let's do this. Just looking in the back. So if I put a shim right there on the top, I can put a shim right here on the bottom to help flex that up, and then TIG weld all along the sides up here, except where that big giant gap's going to be. Then I'll actually have it strengthened in the back, and all the weight isn't trying to be strengthened from right here. So I'm going to pull it back apart, clean up the back side so that the front and the back can be TIGged, and it'll just be that much stronger. Like I said, this isn't going to be for an engine. That's not going to matter, but I want to do at least the best I can on it instead of doing crappy work, because I'm not really cool with that. And I could do a budget build on this, but I'm not even going to do a budget build. This thing's going all out. There's a whole lot more going to happen with this. New wheels, new casters. They're not even going to be metal. We're going to put polyurethane, and it's going to be cool. Just hold on, watch what happens. Alright, here's a quick look before I put it all back together, and it probably might help if I gave you some light. So I just took off whatever material I could. I don't think I'm going to be tacking on this top side, but I'm just going to tack all the way around that square. Once I get it shimmed up, find out what's what, and then we'll be able to go from there. Hang tight. Alright, so check this out. Once again, huge gap, maybe 1/4 inch thick. So what I want to do is have this arm going all the way up, tilted back as far as it'll go. It's about 125 thousandths thick. It's just a piece of flat steel. And I think if I shove it in here, down the center, see if I can get that in anymore. What do I got? It's working. Hold on, I gotta call my daddy. Hey Dad, can you help me out? Say hello to my little daddy. Put that right on the edge like that. Alright Dad, talk to you later. Alrighty then. So now that we've got that up as high as it'll go, the bottom's as flat as it can be, so that shim worked perfect. This got a huge gap, and this side is closed. So basically all we want to do is get the gap about the same on both sides. Just put a tack weld on it. And that'll do it right there. Gaps are about the same. And then that little shim I put in there, that's pretty much flush. So when I TIG it, it's actually going to hit the metal here, it's going to hit the plate, and it's going to hit the top rail of the brace here. So the whole thing will be welded, and that'll be stuck in there forever. And then I'll just try to cover these gaps with TIG as much as I can. Alright, hang tight. So I'm going to take this, I'm just going to put some tack welds on it. This is a number 10 edge cup. I believe you can see on there. Here's your edge. These cups are awesome. This company is plain awesome. I'll do a video here about on a little bit about them. But these are awesome. Anything edge is awesome. And I'm just going to tack it with this because this is a 3/32. And for those big gaps, I need to really have like a 1/8 tungsten in here with some 1/8 rods. So I'm just going to tack it with some 3/32 real quick, and then we'll go from there. Alright, I got my tungsten stick out. And I'm also using 308L stainless steel wire. Yes, you can use that on carbon. And that's all I have, so that's what I'm going to use. And let's go. Alright, here we go. Like I said, this is just going to be a tack up. I really need to turn my amps up. There's a quick view of the bottom. I need to do the top part now. That was just a shim. And then, like I said, I need to come back with a 1/8 rod and just flood everything around it. So this is just to tack everything in place. Alright, so the gap did move a little. Let's see if I can straighten it up. Sure enough, that works. Alright, so that's perfectly centered. I know, it's beautiful. You don't have to tell me. I hear it all the time. Alright, so maybe I should just do that in there. So I'm going to see if I can tack it with the 1/32, I mean the 3/32 right here on the corner and on this side, and if I can do that, then it's pretty much in place. Let's see if that can happen. Alrighty then. So that's our temporary until I switch over to the 1/8. Alright, I'm going to kind of put myself in an awkward position so you can see the actual TIG itself. If I can do this. I might block the camera here. If I do, I'll just erase it, but I'm going to try the best I can so you can watch. That's right. Alright, so you guys get the idea. I'm going to finish welding this out and then I'll show you the end result. Alright, so I didn't feel like going out and getting some 1/8 rods in tungsten. Actually I have the tungsten, but I don't have the rods. So I just took my time and I filled it in with a 3/32. It's just as good, just as strong. It doesn't matter, I'm not going to put like no crazy weight on this. But it did come out perfect. So there's my 1/8. I do have it. Got every tungsten I need. But I don't have the rods. That's why I just took my time to do it. Alright, let's do the back side of this real quick. Alright, just a quick view of all this ugliness. And be right back. Alright folks, this is it for part 1. I'm still waiting for some parts to come in to modify this and upgrade it. And then here is the back. And I really only need it on the bottom. I didn't need to put it on the sides or all the way around, due to the fact that, remember, there's going to be a brace from here to here to ever keep this from folding over again. So that's just the back half. Straight as can be. And alright, we'll see you on the next one.